What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to be hopping on a plane here in a couple hours, but I just figured I'm going to drop one more video before I go. We got a little bit of Plarium news here today, so let's jump right into it. Plarium's really hammering home the end of the Alice adventure event. So they're really jamming us up with some last minute events here. We got the Hero's Path going on here for the Queen of Hearts and the Knave of Hearts souls. That's going to be part of the Hero's Path. And they given us some news for this upcoming progressive event for Friday. I'm going to put the notes here right above my head. Boom. This is what is up for grabs for Friday. It's going to be a progressive event. We don't know what's going to happen in terms of what other corresponding events going to happen this weekend, but most likely it's going to be part of the Hero's Path. So probably going to be shard summons to finish off the Hero's Path. And of course, if you get lucky, then you get some of these champions that are going to be up for grabs. So first of all, we got the Sashir cat here. We got the cat from the demon spawn. Obviously, this guy is incredibly strong. Great A1 for Hydra. Very good champion overall, I think, just for general PvP and PvE content, speed in all battles. Has a good passive as well. Self-buffing with the increased attack and perfect veil. Good kit overall. Fits, synergizes well. And he actually performs quite well. So good champion up for grabs. Keep in mind that these progressive events, they lend very small amounts of boost for the champion. So don't go all in and expect to get them. But if you are interested in the soul for the Queen of Hearts and the Knave of Hearts, then that should be your main prize. And then pulling shards is just the cost of doing it, right? And then so after that, we have the Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter soul is also, the Mad Hatter himself is also up for grabs. We just have this as a fusion. I mean, most people are going to have him. He's a great champion. Already seeing a lot of people's teams getting boosted up by this guy. Bring Hex and Weaken. The Weaken actually proves to be one of the stronger debuffs that he has, because not a lot of champions have Weakened in a great kit. And this is a great ability to boost your Hydra team damage. And then his passive is really cool too. I mean, he's total package, right? He brings a lot. Hopefully you guys got him for the fusion, but he's going to be up for grabs for the progressive as well. And then we also have the Knave of Hearts also up for grabs as well during the progressive. He's undead, sorry. I always get him mixed up, but he's an undead here. He was just up for grabs during the guaranteed deck of fate. So maybe some of you guys already have him, but this is probably going to be your last chance during the Alice Adventure event to try to get him. He's got the A1 Provoke. He's got the A2 here, which is pretty interesting. I think is one of his stronger abilities. Basically a soft buff steal, and then places unkillable and taunt. And then he has his health swap ability. And then this heal reduction that cannot be resisted, which is going to be pretty good against Amius and that. Decent champion overall, I think. Good base stats and all that. It's going to be up for grabs. Also up for grabs, we have Losen. Losen here is the faction unity champion for the Night Revs. It's gonna be up for grabs as well. So far, the champions up for grabs are pretty decent. Losen's actually pretty good. He has an interesting ability here, this Spirit Calculus. It was adjusted shortly after his release because he was doing some crazy stuff with Hydras, basically changing their turn meter and all that. So that was a big no-no, and so they changed him up a little bit. I think the big knock against him is that he really empowers himself, but not really helps the faction team out a lot. Really cool abilities here. Ignore 100% defense effect against this champion. So basically he has the ability to fully negate ignore defense abilities against him, which is pretty good. Keeps him alive and all that. Then he actually hits much harder as well with the faction unity bonuses here. So he's a bit of a damage dealer, but he's a bit of a selfish damage dealer, let's call him that. Up next we have Volcanos. So Volcanos, been seeing this guy a lot more in live arena and stuff. His HP burn ticks big time, like big damage. And yeah, he's in a great faction with the demon spawns and all that, so it's easy to put him into teams. Brings AoE fear here as well. Yeah, great champ, does a lot of damage here from HP burn, so you can't really hide behind like stone skin and all that. So really good champion. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I would definitely like this guy. I mean, just to use him for some arena damage as a damage dealer. So really good champion. Let's head to the Void champions. We have the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts is up for grabs during the progressive here, and she is a Knight Rev, right? There she is. There she is. The Queen of Hearts. Um, yeah, I mean, she's good. Is she the best champion in this bunch from the Alice adventure? I would say the cat is pretty good. I'd say the cat may be more sought after than the queen. The queen has an incredible A1 AoE decreased defense, no books needed, and it's 100%. Works really good. She has Strip and Fear here with this Death Brand ability, which can be very threatening. And then she brings a Team-wide ally attack. And then she has this little cheat in ability, cut in ability, sorry, with her passive here. Very good base speed and all that. Yeah, she's a good champ. She's just part of the guaranteed champion chase. So maybe you guys got her, maybe you guys didn't, maybe you guys were part of that whole fiasco. But yeah, she's a good champion overall. And then what else we got here? We got Necrit the Great, also coming in from the Undead. Necrit the Great, there he is. Very good champion. Passive protection here, block debuff, strengthen ally protection. Passive here, providing ally protection and shield. And then bringing the active ability here on the block debuffs, ally protection and strengthen as well. And then placing the ally attack with the A2. Very good champion, good for protecting your squishy damage dealers, mainly for arena, but he's pretty much a hard carry in so many areas of the game. So still very good. And then finally, we have this new champion called Chelko the Blind. Chelko the Blind, I believe he's a demon spawn. Sorry. Yeah, there he is. Now, to me, he reminds me of the Goremonger from the Stranger Things franchise. But anyways, he's a new demon. He's a void demon damage dealer. He's a DPS champion, and I actually have a showcase on this guy, and he really impressed. To me, I would love to have this guy, and he would be the prize from these void champions during this progressive event because he actually hits really good. He has a really cool passive ability that prevents him from getting hard CC'd. And if you do try to hard CC him, he uses his A2, which is just devastating when it goes off. Unfortunately, the way his kit is set up, he requires accuracy. So he can't deal like full on damage. But he does bring increased accuracy as well. So you don't need to build him up with tons and tons of accuracy, just a little bit so that he can get he can get a little bit of benefit from his increased accuracy. He does place decreased speed as well. So the way I was using him, I used him in Hydra, and he performed really well in Hydra. So make sure you guys have a look out for that showcase, and yeah, maybe consider him for your progressive chance champion if you guys have void shards to pull. He gets stronger for having additional debuffs on the target, and because of his A2 having the ability to spread all debuffs, it really synergizes really well with this kit, and the fact that he actually hits pretty hard too. So he can produce tons and tons of damage for you. He's gonna get some passive damage going on here with his passive as well. You can kind of see here his damage is increased for each debuff placed by this champion or ally. Damage resets each time a skill is used on this champion, stacks up to 50%. So every time he places a debuff, he increases his damage and it stacks up, and then he attacks, and then the stacks get kind of used up, and then it goes, and then he restarts the stacks. So similar to how He-Man stacks up with buffs, and then he uses his ability, and then he has to restack his stacks. Chelko kind of just does it, but he has a really good kit at basically applying debuffs himself. So like I said, his kit works really well together. Lots of damage here from the hard CCs. Keep in mind that during Hydra fights against the Head of Torment, he will get feared, and the fear will cause him to basically use his A2. And his A2 is an attack as well. So it's attack and it's a decreased defense and it's a spread. Really strong champion in my opinion. And yeah, he does really well. You guys will be really impressed with the showcase. Make sure you guys check that out. All right, and that's going to be it for progressive events. There's going to be some epics along the way. We got Asma, Volgoth, Magnar, Madame Cirrus, and Dawn Caller Sabatha. Up to you what you guys are looking for in terms of the epics. But that's going to be it for the progressive events. Now, if you guys are not interested in pulling at all, basically the main factor for you guys to determine whether you guys want to pull or not is whether the queen's soul or the knave soul is important to you for this hero's path. If it's not important to you, I suggest maybe sitting on your hands and not doing anything. Considering that the 6th anniversary events will probably start showing up in the calendar pretty soon. Right now in the calendar, there's really not much going on, but we know that the Alice adventure in Raid will end on March 4th. So it's coming up. It's a week away. So at that point, I would expect the the 6th anniversary events to start showing up. You can kind of see here, the Alice events will end on the 4th. Currently, not much events being shown. They're gonna start popping up some of these like generic dungeon events, generic training events, or whatever, and then save the big event drops for probably the 4th, a week from now. So I would suggest that people probably sit on their hands if you guys are not fully committed to going all in for the soul of the queen or the soul of the knave. Sit on your hands, don't do anything, wait until next week, and then we'll know more about the anniversary event. Now, for myself personally, I will be away on vacation for a couple weeks here, but I will do my best to try to cover some of these news events. We'll be doing maybe try to do some videos on my laptop, which is going to be a little bit of a struggle. I've never done that before, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys are having a great day so far. Best of luck if you guys are pulling. We got the cat, we got the Mad Hatter, we got the Queen of Hearts, the Knave of Hearts. Basically, everyone's up for grabs. We got a couple faction unity guys. We got Chelko the Blind here. We got some good champions for this progressive event. So if you guys are pulling, best of luck. It looks like there might be a Cat's Gaze available as well, which may be one of the better prizes available in this Hero's Path. So maybe that will interest people if you guys are not interested in the souls at all. I'm probably falling into that category where I don't care about the souls for the queen or the knave, but I would be interested in the Cat's Gaze. I'll probably have to reevaluate it once I see the Hero's Path pop up tomorrow. But anyways, guys, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks after my vacation and all that. But keep in mind that more content will be streaming through the channel as I'm away. And I'll try to upgrade with some more videos while I'm abroad. So anyways, guys, take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys in the next one.